want to approximate non-perfect square roots, even the square root of 2. Even the square root of 2. So first step is to get a square root that you want to approximate. Wait, I want to approximate the square root of 89, for example. So we need to find the nearest perfect square. So 9 squared is 81, 10 squared is 100. That's too much. So we're gonna do a square root under the square root of 89, which is the square root of 81. So this is the square root of 81. Okay? Now, the square root of 81 is 9. So our answer is going to be 9, something like that. Okay? But the difference between 81 and 89 is 8. Put it as a fraction. Okay? Okay? Now, 9 times 2 is 18. I don't know what happened over here. There. Now if you want to reduce that 8 over 18 fraction, well, if we divide both sides by 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, so that's too much. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. We're going to split it into prime numbers. Well, nope, because we're going to do it in the simplest form, okay? 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then 18 divided by 2 is 9. 4 ninths. So, you can do this if you want. You can do that if you want, but we need to get its decimal value, okay? So 4 divided by 9. Hold on. Yeah. That's the dividend, and then this is 4 divided by 9. I need to put a decimal point over here and just do a 0. It's going to be over here. Okay? How many times does 9 go into 40? 9 goes into 40. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 4 is 36. Ignore the decimal, ignore the decimal. 40 minus 36 is 4. Okay? And then we need to do another 0. Bring down another 0. And then 9 times 4. 9 goes into 44 times. 40 minus 36 is 4. Now you can bring another one down. Now we know that it's 4. Now 9 times 4 is 36. If you see this, it's called a repeating decimal. Okay? So what's good? So 4 ninths equals 0.4. Well, you need to put a bar on top of 4 so it can show us as repeating decimal. Okay? I'm gonna delete this for a second. Okay? So, our so to make 9 and 49ths, you need to add 9 to 0.4 repeating, which is 9.4 repeating. Make sure you do this. Okay? When I type it in a calculator, hold on. I have my calculator ready. It's okay. I don't know why I put the equal sign, but I should use the approximate sign. But it's okay. It's actually okay. It's approximately, okay? So that's why we do the approximate sign. So its actual answer, you can. The last step is to compare. That's actually optional. The square root of 89 given to a calculator is approximately 9.433, something like that. And it's pretty close, actually. It's actually pretty close. So that's how we do that. Next one is to approximate the square root of 2. I know, square root of 2 is very popular. I've seen that in videos. So, square root of 2 equals what? Find the number that goes under 2. Find the nearest perfect square that goes under square root of 2. Square root of 1 is the answer. Square root of 1 is 1. And now our answer is going to be 1 point something. Okay? Equals 1. Okay? Now, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay? 2 minus 1 is 1. Now, put it over something. If you double 1, it actually equals 2. That goes in the denominator. We know that 1/2 is 0.5, right? So that means 1 plus 0.5 is 1.5. I did it again. Okay. Should be approximate. Now, let's go see. Square root of 2 approximates to, given to a calculator, it calculates as 1.414. It's actually pretty close. So that's the answer for the second one. Do a square root of 91. Square root of 91 is equal to find the nearest perfect square under square root of 91. So 9 squared is 81. 10 squared is 100. That's too much. So square root of 81, square root of 81 is equal to 9, right? But our answer is gonna be something around 9 also. Now, Now, the difference between 91 and 81 is 10. Okay? So it's 9 and 10 over something. Remember, you can simplify the fractions if you want to, okay? That's actually optional too. So, 9 doubled is 18. Okay? Now, if I want to do one division, I might do a video about one division. 10 divided by 18. Well, 18 doesn't go into 10. It actually goes into 10 0 times. So we put a decimal over here. Just do a 0. Why not the decimal? And then, how many times does 18 go into 100? So like 18 times 4. Let's go do 18 times 5 first. 5 times 8 is 40. And then 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4, which is 9. That's pretty close. Now about 18 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. Now, 6 times 1 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. So that's too much. So we choose this one over here. Not this one. Okay? So 18 times 5, we know that is 90. Okay? Okay, ignore the decimal. Ignore the decimal. And over here. It's probably gonna be over here, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna subtract. 100 minus 90 is 10. Now I gotta do a 0. Hold on. No, okay. I don't want to delete my 5 over there. That's important. Okay. Now I gotta add another 0. I don't know what happened. Okay. Now, bring down to 0. How many times does 18 go into 100? 18 goes into 100 5 times. Okay? 18 times 5 is 90. Now, 100 minus 90 is 10. Create another 0. Bring down to 0. How many times does 18 go into 100? 5 times. Now, 100 divided by, 10 divided by 18, or 10 over 18 equals, hold on, I should write it as a fraction. 10 over 18 equals 0.5 repeating. So we're gonna add 9 to 0.5 repeating because 10/18 is 0.5 repeating. If we add that, it should equal to, hold on, it should approximate to, now, it should approximate to 9.5 repeating. If I check it with the calculator, this is actually the actual answer. Square root of 91 is what? In my calculator, it actually approximates to, I don't know why I keep writing the equal sign, which approximates to 9.5. 3939. That is actually so close that it's even easy. It's even easy. You just gotta know the perfect squares and squares. Like 9 squared is 81. Square root of 81 is 9. Bye guys. Hope this helps.